Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Very windy today, but you know what? I mean, I might jinx it. The internet's behaving way better today with worse weather than yesterday when it was bright and sunny outside, so I don't know. In conclusion, I really don't know. But that's okay because I'm not going to turn down a stable internet connection right now, so today's just going to be another quick one, probably about an hour, even though I started a little earlier. Well, not earlier than I scheduled, but earlier than I usually hop on. Probably gonna keep it to less than an hour and try to start work a little bit earlier so that I can leave earlier, and do some groceries shopping, for the weekend. So today we're just doing some paper planning. I meant to, on my last full day off, do some like a full blockout stream for our next Kid Icarus arena that we are remaking, which will be Desert Tomb. It's kind of the last batch of screenshots that my cousin sent over at the start of last year when I was like, I think I want to start remaking these arenas, but it's going to be a pain to get the footage. He sent over the footage on the the 4 maps I wanted to do the most, and we've already remade the other 3, so want to do the blockout work for Desert Tomb next. But in order to do that, we're going to do a light planning session today. We honestly don't have to do much because my cousin has already made a paper design of his own, actually, because he's like, I can't visualize this, so I wrote it down, and I'm like, bro, that's game design, what the that's what I do. So he actually already gave us a really good starting point, so shout out to him for that. But it's just going to be about making sure we mark anything else, like big drops I might mark as I want to double check some like actual staircases versus is it just a drop down and mark that, because that impacts whether the AI in Lyra, Unreal Lyra is kind of the template we're using for this, can use it or not right out of the box. So just marking a few more things like that and just kind of going over the plan with you guys as well. I also have it up on my 3DS to the side here, and we will make we will probably, for those that missed the last game dev stream, kind of my thought is I still want to do game dev streams like fairly weekly, but I do also want to take like a month or 2 hiatus, like, and do it in like chunks throughout the year, so we have like a time where I'm locked in for a few weeks, a time where I take a breather, and then a time where I'm locked in again. I don't want to go fully back to just a level design stream maybe a month and then keep canceling and just end up with like maybe 5 or 6 level design streams throughout the entire year, like I kind of did at my first full-time industry job. But I'm not going to be able to stream level design as frequently as I did when I first started at my new job, and then when I first got hit with like layoffs from the old job, right, and had the time to, and had the energy as well to do all of that. So going to try to find a balance where we kind of like do it in chunks. So from now on Fridays to I guess effectively until when Tomodachi Life comes out, honestly. Aside from maybe a couple Animal Crossing weekends here and there when I need it to break it up, we're going to be focusing on the blockout and first playable version of this Desert Tomb thing. I don't know if we'll get an art pass in for it or not. Depends how quickly the blockout goes the next 2 weeks. But yeah, we will get the blockout at least done, and we will put in our combat. We will see if there's any revisions we have to make from the original 3DS game to it being more of a deathmatch shooter template that's very unforgiving in Lyra, what adjustments we have to make via a cover pass that wasn't in the original game, stuff like that we are still going to do with this the next couple months. Tomodachi Life will come out in April. We will fully shift gears for Tomodachi Life. Every stream slot, if you think your stream slot that you watch me at is safe from Tomodachi Life, I'm so sorry, it is not. Tomodachi Life will be like a complete takeover for, I'll try to have it just be a complete takeover for a couple months, but we'll probably keep playing it on Fridays up until like Pair Lives comes out, which then will also occupy a lot of our time, which I believe Paralives is currently set to go into early access on Memorial Day, so the end of May. So we're just gonna try try to do some stuff now, and then I'm thinking like end of May or like start of June most likely is when we'll jump back into this stuff. And then I definitely want to do some game dev. I kind of want to do some various game dev streams over the start of the summer, and then maybe remake another map near the end of it, and then we'll probably take a short intermission in August or September. Also take a short intermission whenever we end up moving this year. No idea when that will be, but whenever it happens, we'll definitely take a game dev intermission to clear my mind. I'd like to do maybe like a full game dev weekend or two in October. Depends when Fire Emblem comes out, but I'd like to do a full game dev weekend or two in October, and then we'll probably take like a holiday hiatus. So those are kind of the hot spots of where I'm looking to do game dev, is doing some blockout streams here at the start of the year, then Tomodachi Life, then some scattered streams at the start of the summer, and then some more focused, another blockout stream hopefully, or some art pass stuff at the end of the summer, and then doing something completely different for a couple weeks in Blocktober. So that is currently the plan for these game dev streams, is just taking it easy this year, but wanting to make sure I still do them, because they are a crucial part of me, they are a crucial part of the channel. So we're just gonna warm up with some paper design stuff today. I also say I'm not sure when we'll do, so like I said, I'll switch us over now, but like I said, we have Desert Tomb screenshots, we also have the screenshots from Forgotten City, Spiral Tower, and Ancient Fortress from my cousin. But yeah, this is the last batch of screenshots. I could ask him to take more, but I do want to like be able to get into it on stream and show you guys what we're working with as we go into the more complex ones that we want to do. Not that the ones remaining are super complex, there's actually some that are much simpler that we haven't gotten around to yet, but yeah, I would like to kind of move around on our own on stream, which is why I just said when he initially did, like, just focus on 4, and that'll keep us busy for plenty of time. But I do have a follower goal on Twitch here. For once we hit 500 followers, we're going to start playing through the Zelda timeline in chronological order. But in order to do that, there are some games such as A Link Between Worlds, which is fantastic and one of the best top-down Zeldas. But there are some games like that that are only on the 3DS right now. And also, I do personally prefer Ocarina 3D, and yes, even Majora's Mask 3D. I know a lot of the gameplay flow got kind of messed up in Majora's 3D. I'm sorry, but it is pretty clean still. It is pretty clean still. So I do actually prefer playing Ocarina 3D and Majora's 3D as well, which are on the 3DS because Nintendo hasn't ported them anywhere else yet. Even though they are, if we needed to, they are available on the Nintendo Online N64 package, so we still could do that. For Ocarina, maybe we'll do a playthrough that's on the N64 versus the 3D one, because it would be fun to replay that with the multiple timelines aspect at play. But yeah, regardless of all of that, I will need to send my 3DS in to finally get a capture card, and if we don't even hit that follower goal this year, I might send it in at the end of this year anyway. I think it is time, and I can't keep putting it off forever because I still want to be able to do it one day. So I do have 2 3DSs still that never got fully. It was when I was like, I did trade in like all my versions of like the Nintendo DS, DS Lite, DS, I think they had an XL for the regular DS as well. I did trade in all my versions of that as a kid. DSi, oh my gosh, I forgot about DSi, DSi XL. So I went through like every like format of that, and then I traded them in, which is good because it taught me financially make money to spend money. But I do the retro. It feels weird to call them retro, but yeah, the collector gamer in me now is like, oh god. But I do still have this blue original 3DS that I kind of want to. It would break my heart if something happened to it, but I have a lot more stuff on my new 3DS XL. So I'm like, if one had to go, I'm sorry, Aqua Blue. You are prettier, but there's less content. There's less content on here. So I kind of want to send this one in. Again, when we hit that follower goal and it's official, that is probably when I would start like actually putting the order in and sending the money over and sending the 3DS itself over. It is overseas for me to get capture card put in, and hopefully that process would just take like a month or two with shipping. Which is why I'd have to do it at the start of the Zelda timeline by the time we get over to Ocarina and stuff. But yeah, when we do that, obviously a Kid Icarus Uprising playthrough is on the horizon for that as well. But it will also let us, there's a lot of DS games actually that I'd like to kind of reverse level design on, similar to we have with this game, similar to how we have with Wallace and Gromit and Project Zoo as well. So there's a lot of DS games that fascinate me with how simple their level design is, but how like fondly people think of it, because it just, you don't need to be complex to be memorable, is an important thing to know with level design. It's just about what are you trying to say with the level. So yeah, long story short, whenever we do map 5, and whatever map 5 is, will most likely happen when we hit our follower goal. So let's get to 500 followers sometime as well, so we know when that is. But if we don't end up hitting it like by the summer, I don't know if we'll, again, I don't know when, if we'll be able to have time to get to art passing this before Tomodachi Life comes out. So I think we have plenty of like one-off stream ideas, like learning to use Blender, following some lighting tutorials again, the way I did in college, stuff like that. I think there's plenty of ways we can look into, okay, let's focus on like the technical side of things and the art side of things, even though that's not what I do professionally, and be like, let me broaden my range a little bit for this. I don't think we'll run short of things to do in those departments. So here's Desert Tomb. I've got it pulled up on the 3DS as well. So it is essentially 3 tiers of gameplay. Let me see if there's a good establishing shot in here. Oh, there is. This is all chef's kiss to this one. But this is my cousin up here on the highest ledge. So yeah, we'll call this tier 2 because there's really like a basement level. We'll call that tier 0. Right, but there's just, this is a very small kind of tier. I wouldn't call it a full upper tier of gameplay, which is usually what you want. But this is really just one balcony with stairs and jump pads from the back to get up here. So it does have multiple access points, but also if you're up here like sniping people and someone comes up behind you, your best case is to jump off. But also provides a clear look at our tier 1. So our main tier of gameplay is this like very flat center with, there is a giant rectangular hole in the ground that goes straight to the basement level. And that's what I want to differentiate with our paper designs today, is what are drop downs and what are stairs. And mainly that's a big thing for the AI mostly. Because usually where you can drop down without stairs, like there's a jump pad for players to use, and we'll put a jump pad in for us as well, to jump back straight out. It's actually like one of those jump pads where it's not a fixed location, it's a free fall. So yeah, you kind of, depending on what angle and how fast you run at it from, you can choose what direction on the tier 1 here you want to land on. There's also like these little rooms that usually lead to, I remember like this back one leads to a pretty open kind of arena space, and then like some of these side ones are just like hallways that connect back to those stairways that take you either down into the basement. I think actually directly under this balcony. Let me go check in game right now. I believe directly under the balcony is where, yeah, that's where we find our stairs going down. to the basement directly. So yeah, here he has a shot of like the stairs going up, so it's kind of a thing where under the balcony, where is it? Yeah, I think it would be this right here. This middle part is also stairs coming up, and then you loop. You can go either to the left or the right, and these loop around and down to the basement. So when you're in the basement, there are stairs in each corner. The ones at like the north end take you to that main staircase, and the ones in the corner are like little corner ways up. But yeah, that way there's like a good choke point in the map as well, because you can push people down into the basement, they can jump back up behind you, or they could try to use the stairs, and you can manage that. And since it's so open, it doesn't really fully benefit. Like, you want to keep getting higher is what you'd think, but I find the most devious action in this map happens in the basement. There have been some fights to the death in there. Oh, here's a good shot of that opening kind of path down to those stairs. So yeah, lots of side rooms that we're dealing with as well. And then again, the basement itself is kind of just you fall down through the center up above, and then you can go take the stairs to get back up, or you can like go find a corner way back up. We'll have to mark those. And then the basement, I think, ends up being really fun for combat. Here's a really good shot because there's a lot more cover. Like, the center is super open, but it makes sense visually because you have like the hole in the ground essentially serves as like a little skylight here, and then you have your like side paths to get to those corner things. I think even the main stairs to get back up are disguised as fellow side like corner stairs, so you have to run behind a lot of like walls and corners to get there. So there's a lot of cover and corners and like these pillars here the further you get away from the center. But if you want to snipe people that might be falling down the center, you're gonna want to move closer to them. So it's kind of like a risk reward thing with how close are you to the center, which ends up being super dangerous, but then you can have some really interesting combat if you like retreat just a little bit to somewhere that gives you a more advantageous position. And yeah, here's like a one-way. There's some jump pads that go like directly up, like here, and this brings you to like the balcony, for instance. So marking all the jump pads as well will be good. So yeah, let me see, what colors have I been using? Just copy you over real quick. Actually, no, let me just make a gray. Where are my shapes? I've been using like 5 different programs for stuff recently, including Draw.io. I've been using a lot. I think I've been using stuff across personal work, and then like personal fun stuff, as well as like stuff I've used in the past. I've used stuff from like Paint, PowerPoint, Miro, Mural, Obsidian, Draw.io. I think that's all that's coming to mind right now. But I've used a bunch of different oh wait, no, Photoshop, Kitra, the free art one. So yeah, I've used a lot of stuff for paper designs, and I've been using Draw.io and one of those other programs for work. But they already have like different control schemes, but I've been using Draw.io too. I've been watching Singles Inferno, and I keep getting confused because I binged the seasons back to back, so I've been like making a flow chart with everybody on it. But yeah, having to do that while having to use like different programs with different controls and stuff. So if I'm a little off and I'm like looking at shapes for a long time, I'm probably not only thinking hard about the map, but I'm probably also like, what button am I supposed to hit right now? Okay, but let's make 3 colors real quick for our 3 tiers. Let's have that be basement tier. If you're a basement tier, then you can be main tier, and then balcony tier can be... Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So yeah, let's actually start with the main tier. It's kind of the most complex. Oh, it reset the level on me. Dang it. But yeah, the reason I picked that first is because we're going to have a little rectangle here that just drops straight down in the middle of the map. This is our little window to the basement here. And then yeah, I do want to put a jump pad already. So we'll mark these as red, or I want to do more of like a purple or a violet. Or what color did I mark them as? I marked them as red in here. I should be consistent. Let me change it to, let me just copy one of them. Or I have the free jump pads and then I have the fixed one. This is a free one. I want all the others to be fixed. So let me put that there. I know this one's a free one though, because I've died 20 different ways. It's never the same way each time, so I can guarantee. Let's see. Okay, yeah, then I said we had stairs going down. Yeah, I should probably just make a clear. Or no, I'll make it blocking. So I understand that. And yeah, it clips a little bit into here. And then I think this actually helps. So where... Let me go down and look at it on my actual DS. Actually, this... We'll have to use the DS a lot when we're blocking this out, but it will be nice because the main like texture, like Spiral Tower has like a shiny 3DS dirt texture on most things in the map. And then stuff like the fortress maps have a lot of stone textures everywhere on like both the buildings and the ground itself. Here, the prevailing texture, as you guys can see in a lot of photos, is a square grid texture. We can use that to measure stuff a lot easier. I can be like, oh, this is the measurement I'm using for like 4 cubes wide, and this building is 3 cubes in comparison. So this might actually make things a lot easier to measure in hindsight. But yeah, let me take a look at... I want to make sure I get the dimensions of this right. Okay, wait, this is actually... It is a pretty wide staircase. So it's as wide as that, and then the walls surrounding this. Don't think they're very thick walls, but... Yeah, they do start like here. So that one would go like there up until like right here. I'm just going to, sometimes when I do paper design live, I just like mutter a bunch of stuff. It's normal. It's normal. It's part of the process. Trust the process. But yeah, I'm looking at where the openings are in relation to the hit. So there's an opening here that's clear to the center, but when you run out this way, there's a bit of overlap with the drop. So let's move you here. I think. Not right there. So it should be, yeah, perfectly mirrored on the other side. Who keeps killing me? I'm trying to do research. Yeah, it's the same thing with the openings on the other side. Also, I want to add some, or let me, I guess, get the everything for this perimeter kind of outlined. Stop shooting me. And then we have a smaller opening here, but first there is a bit of ground to play. Just gonna move everything up slightly. Including this. I'm gonna move everything up just slightly. We're gonna have to do some math next week. Those are there, and then we have a wall back here, but its opening cuts. This one's opening actually does overlap a little bit, so it's a little thinner than the stairs on the other side, but it is lined up with it. And then I wanted to add, I am going to add any like visible pillars as well as these circles, just so we know where any existing curved cover is, because we're going to have to add a lot of it. We're gonna have to add a lot of it if I had to guess. So we've got that, we've got the drop down. The balcony is an interesting one. I might put it transparent, like over it, in a bit here. But yeah, I want to have the stairs be highlighted. Let me actually, before I use the stairs, let me mark what's going on outside this perimeter. Oh lord, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on here. Okay. So once we get down here, interesting stuff is happening. So we have I'm not trying to type, just give me cube. Like, hasn't marked any of this. He didn't tackle the perimeter, he said, "You're on your own." I don't blame him. What am I looking at here? It's an interesting shape language. It's a good thing it's a little difficult to decipher, honestly. Okay, so at the end of this, there's an opening on this side. It goes a little longer this way because there's more shenanigans to settle. Yeah, this is just a whole wide open space, it looks like. What I'm trying to figure out now is yeah, how it connects in with everything else. There's actually an angled wall piece over here. It's like a short angle. That quickly flattens back out. and then is turned into a wall here, which should be in line with this, so make those openings a little smaller. So we've got whatever whatever is happening here. So now that we know that, we can just fill this up. But we've got some angle action. Stop hitting me with fireworks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think... So this is a really interesting and fun vista shot we'll do here. I'll put a blocker here anyway, but this is where we could have like some mountains in the distance. Probably more for something over the summer, but we are going to like leave it an open blocker. There's a drop down to the basement, I believe, right here as well. This is such a wide, oh my goodness. I'm like, is it really this wide? And then I look at the game and I'm like, yes, it is. So right at this corner here, there is a drop down to the basement, so we'll put this square. I have this all wrong. Be brought in a little more. Oh my gosh, it's already 9:30. I always said like paper designing will be quick, and then I'm like, ah dang, I forgot how to visualize. There are some really cool vista shots in here though. I know they're just like little probably JPEGs and stuff, but I mess with it. I really like it. Oh, there's the wind affecting the internet now. We've got a room up here that I would love to block out if I don't insta-die. I will respawn, it will be alright. So yeah, there's this hallway. Though, now that I look at it, I made this piece too thick, didn't I? That's what's wrong with all of this. It's supposed to just be something like this. How thick? These walls aren't supposed to be that thick at all. They're just like one cube. Okay, so I overcompensated there a lot. No, don't. What did you do, Miro? Okay, there we go. So my instincts were right when I'm like, that seems a little bit much. Okay, but then we have, if I can get back to it. Oh, they threw me in the basement. Good lord. If I could get back to it. I ran into a dead end. I don't know this map the way I claim to. yeah, there's just this little room. I think it goes the width of this fall right here. So we don't need to make it any bigger because there is a fall down to the... Wait, no, there's not a fall down to the basement. There is a jump pad up to... There's a jump pad up to the, balcony. Just let me grab you. It is a fixed jump pad. So just a little room there. Let me quickly see what's the deal with the other side here. Then we might do balcony next. Okay, it's the same deal over on the other side. So I'll make this a bit wider. But there is also... What did I do? I'm just gonna go ahead and move this in place, just preparing for it to be the same situation, but... Oh god. Yeah, there's also a way up here. Cool, we'll pretend that's even. Okay, this is also a hallway. Where does it go? I think this is basically just a little hallway to get away. We'll walk it out more in depth. I think there's an equal place to drop down here, it appears. And then there is... Yeah, and then there's this wall, over here. I think there's like a little, got a little like square blocker here in the corner of the room. Just to make it interesting, but yeah, it pretty much funnels you back that way. Okay, so this is our tier 1 of gameplay. So yeah, you've got your center spot, and then you can loop around here. There's multiple spots to drop down, there's multiple ways to get up, and then we're going to have... I don't want it to be fully the next color. I need it to be... Do I have an in-between color? Oh, this is actually perfect. Then yeah, give me... and make it... So he had purple for going down, so we'll do purple. And do that over here as well, so we know where the or wait, we'll get to that on the next level. But yeah, essentially these wrap around underneath. Okay, so that's our tier 1 of stuff. It's already been 45 minutes. Let me see if I can quickly just our tier 2, make sure to scale it the exact same size as this one. In fact, if I just quickly group and just lock you guys, just stay put for a moment. Okay, so then what the balcony would be is, the balcony's pretty. I don't think there's any overhang from where yeah, there's no overhang from where it lines up with this, so it's pretty much just this right here. Let me go up and ow. Okay, so it's just this, and then we've got little blockers around this one so that you can't jump in this. Though you can in Lyra. This will be interesting, but they have little things where it's like you can't really jump up and down the same one here since it's fixed. They've got little walls blocking around it so that you can't go back up. Did I use a different color for half color? I think I used an outline. I'll do that here as well for these. Is change the border style. Be a bit more obvious. And then they had a very slim, what they do is if you want to go back down immediately. Is then you can jump down this way. Which I think just puts you back. Oh yeah, it just puts you back down a tier. Yeah, there's that. Oh cool, I spawned in the exact location I had left. Just check what's on the other side. Oh, I can't. Ooh, I can't. Okay, I think it's the exact same deal on the other side. Just a different, like, they've got a little more sunshine over there. Yeah, same deal over here. So now if I unlock this and just scooch guys over, so now we know this is what we're dealing with. This wall is all connected and you can't get any further inwards on the balcony, so this is just like that. Or wait. No, that covers the jump pads. Which actually we could fill. We could copy the jump pad stuff over. Now I think about it. So we know why that's blocked off. This is why I'm like, maybe it is simple, but maybe it will take us a couple weeks if we're doing it across multiple morning streams instead of one sit-down stream. Okay, but there's all of that. Okay, I guess another important detail here is that let's see, how big is this room? Ooh, this music is... This is good. Let's do like this much for the room. There is actually a small drop down. It's the actual main place you go, so we need to make this slightly darker. Nope. Or we can make this slightly lighter. this one. Or we make this one slightly lighter. This one slightly darker. Yeah, that'll work. So you actually, it's a small little block, but it's supposed to be so that you can't jump back up. You have to go back down. So we'll see how that feels with our gameplay. It'll be interesting. But yeah, that is our balcony already right there. Very simple little section here, but important. So that just leaves the basement. Let me move the front briefly so I can line this up. Actually, we ungroup briefly. And then move to back? No. Oh, now I gotta do the whole no. Now you gotta move to the very back. Okay, thank you. You may lock. Oh, I should move this to the back first. I was just trying to get it to overlay. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. Oh, now we have to unlock this. I'm making a mess of things. Let's actually, you know what? Let's copy everything over real quick. That's what we'll do. We'll copy everything over and then start deleting stuff that we don't need. I guess we don't need to mark where this will be. I'll just keep it. Maybe we'll have it clear just like with a little light. Yeah, I just want to know where it is on the map. Out of curiosity, nothing more. Oh, I forgot there's some, ooh, there's some slight verticality down here. This is nice. But yeah, pretty much under where these stairs are in the original. This is just pretty much all solid here, with these being opened up. These go up. So yeah, these are our stairs back upwards. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. No one panic. We're gonna make it. Okay, but there's that. There is a pillar like over here. That's interesting. It's like kind of blocking these stairs. And then yeah, these, it's a bit more of a linear path to get there. See, there's still, I think these are still the same openings here. But what's interesting is there is, oh, I thought I died. I was like, what happened? But yeah, I'll just delete these for now. There are some stairs. Jesus, someone set off a bomb. I'm just trying to look. Okay, I gotta jump back down there. There's some slight stairs here. They don't go all the way up. Do I have to make another like sub? gray kind of texture, just slightly lighter. I don't even know if that's lighter or not. It's fine. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do why can't I? Do you want to be moved anymore? There we go. Yeah, there's a whole slightly upper tier to that. Someone cast darkness on me. I'm trying to design. And then I think there is this back here. Oh my goodness, there's just bombs going off everywhere. Okay, but let me just try to figure out these hallways. I think they're just... yeah, they just loop around and back down. I think this is where you can fall down as well? Unless I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to go back up and see. Where can the player fall? Oh wait, no. I'm right. I'm correct in that assumption. Oh, but I might be incorrect in where I placed these then. I guess this goes a little longer than I thought. I'm just muttering nonsense now, I'm aware, but it's important. Any issues I can run into today is one less issue we'll run into next time. Wait, no, this is correct because we want them to run into that. Yeah, we want them to run here. In fact, let me go ahead and color this to match the rest of the stuff up there. Same with you. But I'll just do the thing where it's just or maybe that's what I'll do, yeah. Let me remove the stuff, but or I know why I'm bugging out at this. Okay. I'm like, this feels like too wide of a hallway. It's because there are walls that go longer this way. And we're doing something more like this. Okay, I've got it figured out. I've got it all figured out, you guys. Is the width of the hallway exactly? The width of the hallway is exactly this gap. Okay. My brain might have been shutting off already there. But it's fine. Raise these up a little bit. And then this is actually a ramp that goes back down. And then we'll do this. Make that the boundaries. Okay. This is what we're dealing with then. Now we just copy that onto the other side, and though let me check real quick the back of this. Are there really... Okay, so this just kind of loops around. I think that's... I don't think there's any other hidden corners. It can feel that way on the map at times, but there might not actually be. Okay, yeah. So we don't deal with anything in these upper corners at all. So we'll just block it out. Let me see, how much of this can I just... I mean, it's the same thing, we're just flipping it. Do that. Let me move this cube out of the way for a second. We'll move it back up. But first we need the ramp. Oh, oops. And then we put ring to front. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. I think that's... Whew. I think that's everything. And time. Let me group all of this really quickly as well. When did you get unlocked? When did you get unlocked? Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got our tiers of gameplay. We've got the basement level, we've got our main level, and then we've got our balcony level. Do that. And then my cousin's original outline, which you can see helped a lot with knowing, okay, where in the world are different things going on this map. So shout out to him, shout out to Cup Drinker on YouTube if you want to watch him. He also does some gameplay stuff over there. He's a kid having fun, if you like that. And it's 2 minutes until work, so I've gotta go. I've gotta go get started. But I'm visualizing the map now. I'm seeing the layout. So we will start. I've been starting to call it reverse level designing it. We will start doing that actually in editor with the block out. Next week, I don't think I'll, unless I got up and did like super early and put 3 or 4 hours into it, I don't think we'll fully finish it, but I think we can get maybe the layout of the overall structure down. Like I said, I think it might take us a couple more sessions because I really want to get it right and we have an opportunity to count everything. So we might just be doing setup and like counting and metrics and everything next week, but next few weeks are going to be blockout focused and getting it all up and ready. So I am excited to bring this one to life and see how it feels in Unreal. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go to work now. And yeah, upcoming stuff is hopefully we'll play some Hades 2 tomorrow, probably a quick stream later in the afternoon, but just to get it in. It's on one of our games we wanted to revisit, and then next week we'll be streaming a lot. I'll be doing a variety of morning streams Tuesday through Friday, and then that weekend we are playing Resident Evil 9 all weekend. So I hope to see you guys either tomorrow or next week, and until then, take care everybody.